Okay, 2088, good luck. We've not played before, no head-to-head score. An opponent, 680 games, so more than I've done. And you can see 2200 in bullet there, so strong player at my level. We're pretty level, I would say. So we're playing the two knights carrow. It is rapid though, so don't want to play too quickly. Knight up and knight down. Okay, like pawn up here. If takes, I can take. I'll take. I'll hit the bishop, hit the pawn. Queen over, maybe I've got pawn up. No. Do I do? I can take, check and take, can't I? What's wrong with that? Actually, what is wrong with that? Let's just take. I can check and collect a pawn. It's whether I'm letting him in something like this, but I hit the rook, don't I? So check. Oh, actually, no, I can't. He just goes here. He goes here. So let's maybe go here and kick the rook. I'm looking at this as well, just for the immediate sack. Knight down, then bishop up. Yeah, I like the idea of that. Just threaten to sack. Idea potentially bishop up, say plays knight down. Then I'm still covering this. So he's actually allowed it. Okay, I'm going to go for it then. I'm going to check. I assume he'll have to go this way. I assume so. He does. So knight up to do this, or bishop up, or queen up to threaten check. Yeah. So queen up, queen here could be a problem. Could be. I'm going to castle. Because I've given up the exchange, I don't really want to trade queens. And he would be hitting the queen and the knight there. So probably bishop back to kick this rook at some point. Or the knight over, but he has got a bishop that can charge the knight. So I expect at some point we're going to see all the pawns flying down the board. So how do we deal with it? Yeah, he's done that immediately. So here, say bishop up in is not a move. Here, you've got this. So I'm going to play here just to try and create this basic threat. Okay, so now we can go here. He doesn't have queen here now. So there is a checkmate threat. That's a one move threat right now. Nothing maybe too serious. Bishop back, bishop up, queen up ideas. So here you can't block, so you have to run. So what about knight up now, threatening to come here? I guess you go here, right? Takes doesn't seem like an idea. Here, you go here, and you still guard your rook, so check doesn't do a lot. So here, hold on, I could check and collect actually, couldn't I? What's wrong with that idea? What's wrong with just collecting a pawn? Okay, take. I'm going to have to come back with my bishop so the queen can escape and doesn't get trapped. It does give him momentum to push this side, although the potential target. I'd love to do this, but not if the bishop can easily challenge the knight. I don't want to lose it. Here might be a move. He's pushed again. I don't want to do this, just inviting trouble. So I'm leaning to this move, and I guess you have to go back here. What about knight here? Yeah, I'm going to go here first so the queen can move. Maybe knight up to go here. Threaten to jump forward. Threaten to push and queen back, but he's always got this sort of idea. I mean, do I have to risk f6 and blow everything open? Actually, mind you, is f6 playable while he's got the king here? Maybe. Take, and the king can't run, and it activates my rook, but it activates the file for my opponent as well. Otherwise, just knight up to hit the queen, just a simple concept. He has pushed, so knight up hits the queen and hits the pawn. If the queen wanders off, there's a take here, right? So I think that looks logical. We hit the pawn to then hit the rook. We could take here first, I guess. So he's gone there. So what about if I go here? I guess you can't go there. You could go here. But I like the idea of just this and hit the rook. If he takes, I take back, right? I'm just going to take and hit the rook. So I've now got 2 pawns for the exchange I've given up, and he's got an open king. Okay, so that's a target with my dark squared bishop. So if I take, you just go here, right? And then there's a real potential problem brewing. I can check here. Hold on, the king can't actually go this side at all. So if I check here, the king can't escape. You can't block unless you go with the rook and a take. So check. I assume you go to one of these two. Queen over, or hit the pawn. I like the look of this. I'm going to throw a check in. It's just a case of where does my queen end up without being traded. Like here, I can go here threatening a check as well. So he's gone back. Now my queen is under attack. I can go here, hit the rook. You've got bishop up. Here, I think just gives him a development move, doesn't it? So I'm going to rule that move out. So I assume I just play a calm waiting move. Let's come back. Preparing, say, knight across. I'm not sure I've got an actual threat though, have I? Maybe pawn up. Maybe just pawn up, keep it simple. It might activate his bishop, but I've got to try and attack. But he's very close to breaking through and activating the queen. He's really close to that. Maybe this and this. But I do not want this pawn opening up. But if I could get this and this to clamp the pawns, is that a major problem? Maybe. Let's just see. Just click anywhere to clear the markings, get the cursor off the board. There is again a potential to grab a pawn here, but it feels like it's a blunder just opening the file. But there is a knight check potential, so it could be playable. So a potential move, let's just see what my opponent does. But what I'd really like is to get my rook into the attack, if I can figure a way how to do that. Yeah, rook to d8 looks sensible. Let's just see though, when it's our turn. Oh, that's the phone. I'll just have to get that. Right, apologies for that. I didn't actually miss any action there, I don't think, did I? Yeah, that was a move I thought might come. Now, if I take and you play queen down, can I still go after the king? Can I just ignore it for a move and let him take and play this? Take here, threatening a check. This is the move I think I need to try and open things up, but I don't think I can do this. I think that's just losing on the spot. So I'm looking at this to push, but is it too slow? Rook over, takes, and just leave it there, basically. I'm going to do that and threaten to push. If he takes, I'm just going to leave it there and try and use his pawn to defend. And then, I say, a move like d4 here, threatening to open up to the king. There is still a potential to take with a knight check, but it's opening up the files for his rook. But it is a pawn at the end of the day. We can take here and hit this one if he leaves it there with this check threat. But his king might actually be safe, I'm not sure. Obviously, it's common sense though. If I can open this file up, then my rook's getting into the game and his king's a bit more in danger. He has taken. So do I take here or do I push? If he goes here, I think I'm okay to take. If I take here, I'm threatening a check to win the rook. Where does his rook go? If you come up, I just check and I win the rook this way. I'm actually leaning towards taking here, then he's got one less pawn to attack with, and my king's blockaded in. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab the pawn, threatening a check. I'll pre-move in case he takes, so you can see it's highlighted there. Get the cursor off the board. So he's played queen down, so he's attacking my rook there, but I do have this check threat, and I have a check threat here, but there is a checkmate threat, so I've got to be careful. Do I have f6 actually? No, because he just takes my knight. So check here, the king has to move. You can't go there. So you've got two legal moves, or you can drop the queen back. Actually, yeah, you can drop the queen back, so it doesn't have to move. But then I've got knight check, king up. So he can survive. So I'm looking at knight check as the common sense move, and then move my rook. So check, king steps up. I don't see a finish anywhere, so I'm going to throw the check in. I just have to watch out for this attack now and see where his king ends up. He's come forward. So now can't I check here? Rook across I can simply take, right? Queen takes, bishop takes. So check here. Maybe he has to go here. I don't know, I can hit the pawn. I can take the pawn. You do have this. It's another pawn, isn't it? Check. King here. There's a nice knight check if I can shift my queen. But I don't see how I can. Check. If you block, I just take. Take, take, take. Should be winning. So here, you've got this square. But then I've got this, and that's going to be checkmate, right? I think I can take the pawn, and I think I can go here, save your block as well. I've just got to watch out for this one move checkmate threat. I can't go here now with the rook guarding, so there is a mate in one threat I'm facing. Okay, so I can take, check and win the rook, and I think that's winning on the spot. But is there a checkmate? If I go here, you can block with either piece, so I think that's actually worse. So I think I just check, check and take. Then we're going to get one of these two off as well. So I assume I just take here, collect, and that. Oh no, it's the rook, isn't it? The rook was hanging. That's a really good win, isn't it? That's an excellent win. Very, very good.